Stop resisting!
I'm not resisting!
I got cuffs on. All right.
Don't touch my phone.
Turn it off.
Don't have a body camera on too. Don't touch my phone.
Listen, if you're scared for your job, get a different job, brother. If you're scared, if you're that big of a sissy, get a different job, brother.
In today's video, we're exposing the grim reality of beyond corrupt officers abusing their power. This isn't about a few bad apples. It's a systemic issue that breaks people's trust in the law itself. Just ask 30-year-old Chris Weitzel, our first victim who experienced a cop neglecting his duties up close. In October of 2020, in Sterling, Colorado, Chris Weitzel would not have left his house for less than a second before he was unlucky enough to meet Officer McDaniel.
Yeah. Alrighty. Wasn't you involved?
No.
Alrighty.
Is that the vehicle though?
I don't know. What's going on?
Just an argument.
An argument? Okay. Who all's inside?
What's up, man?
Come out here and talk to me, man.
No, I'm cool.
No, come out here and talk to me.
I'm cool.
Okay, then come out here and talk to me.
No, I'm cool.
Come out here and talk to me, dude.
Hey,
do
don't touch
not
me.
pull away from me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Do not!
I'm not resisting, dude.
You are resisting.
Put your hands on.
Do not fight. I got cuffs.
Hey. Hey.
Let go.
Stop
resisting!
I'm not
I
resisting.
got cuffs on. Alright. It's clear. Can't tell if there's something in there.
Hey, get off my neck, bro.
He's not even on
Not
it.
even on your neck.
Alright. You gonna be cool?
Everybody got that on camera real quick? I didn't say anything. Or resist. You approached me, man. Look at all that videos, man. Really? I'm on the ground, dude.
I know it.
What's wrong with you? I didn't even...
Officer McDaniel escalated the situation way more than it needed to. But even after Chris was arrested, their treatment of him would be disgusting even for police officers.
Let me see your camera, dude. Hey! Really?
You don't make the rules.
I ain't even doing nothing,
Let
man.
go of yourself. Yes.
God, what are you doing, dude?
Bend your legs.
Hey!
There you go.
Hey! Hey! Quit!
You quit.
I ain't doing
right.
nothing, man.
I'm
Hey!
gonna hold him here until I get my car.
Take me. Get off me, dude.
18 will have a male in custody. Hey, stay over there for me, all right?
Sterling.
I don't like you guys for reaching you like that. I didn't even do nothing to y'all.
Ready? Yeah.
Please get off me, dude.
1, 2, 3.
Dude, I ain't resisting. Let me walk. Get up. Videotape this shit, man. Get off me.
If we did that, we'd drop you.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Let me go. handcuff him?
Get off me, man! You're hurting me, dude! What's wrong with you, man?
The officers would have Weitzel hogtied, despite him not posing any threat. But it gets worse than that, for they would have him hogtied for 16 whole minutes, face down in the back of the police vehicle. This is a time of mistreatment of suspects that the Department of Justice outlawed long ago. When a suspect is hogtied, they have their handcuffed hands tied to their bound feet while lying face down. A 1995 bulletin from the Department of Justice warns officers to avoid the use of hogtying restraint, instructing them to get a suspect off their stomach as soon as possible and to never tie handcuffs to a leg or ankle restraint. However, disgusting acts like these are only the tip of the iceberg with these corrupt cops, and sometimes they deserve to be schooled.
I want to make it clear I'm trying to walk past you to leave because you're going to need some complaints. Don't touch my phone.
Turn it off.
Don't I have a body camera on too. Don't touch my phone.
On December 12, 2021, a video was uploaded by Long Island Audit, which revealed him exercising his First Amendment rights to conduct an audit in the town hall of Orangetown, New York, where he would come face to face with the Karen and cop from hell.
What are you doing?
Excuse me?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over there because I don't want to yell back and forth with you.
I just want to know what you're filming.
Yeah, no, I'm just filming the town hall here.
Be cool.
Oh, I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
May I get your name so I know who I spoke with?
Liz.
Liz? Thanks, Liz.
Hi, are you filming?
Hi, ma'am, how are you?
Good, how are you? Are you filming?
Who are you first?
Who are you first? I'm sorry, you're in my building. Who are you?
I'm in your building.
This is the town of Orangetown's building?
This is yours?
This is the town of Orangetown's building. I work here.
Oh, okay. This is not your building. You don't own it, right?
I'm sorry, are you filming here?
You don't own the building. The people own the building, ma'am. This is a public building.
And
Respectfully.
you need to have, do you have a permit to film here?
Do I have a permit?
Yeah.
I do not have a permit, no.
Okay, so in order to film in this building, you need a permit.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh,
Who are
really?
you? Yeah, really. Who are you? So I know who I spoke with?
I want to know how come you think you don't need a permit?
Is your name on your shirt? I can't really see.
The auditor faced passive aggression from an uncooperative supervisor, whose next claims would be even more absurd than the one she just made.
You work for the
Please shut that
supervisor's
down
office?
because you're not allowed to film here without a permit.
Ma'am, why are you becoming so hostile?
Help you?
How you doing, sir?
Officer Caleb, Orangetown Police Department.
How you doing?
What's going on today?
Nothing, just filming.
Okay.
He doesn't have a permit.
I don't need a permit.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
I'd like that shut off,
This
so
is-
I don't want
Exits
anything
this
on
way,
it.
you can turn it off, or I can take it from you.
Don't touch me.
You
If
can
you are
leave.
you ordering me to leave?
I'm ordering you to leave.
But I
you-
want that
okay.
filming, whatever's on his
Turn it
phone
off.
shut off. I want
Don't.
it
I'm
wiped off
walking
the
out.
phone.
Turn it off.
I want
This
it
is not
off
against the
phone.
law. This is a constitutionally protected activity.
Turn it
I'm
off.
trying to. You're trying.
Turn off the phone.
I am trying to walk past you to
Turn off
leave.
the phone.
I want to make it clear. I'm trying to walk past you to leave because you're going to need some complaints.
Turn off the
Don't
phone.
touch my phone.
Turn it off.
Don't I have a body camera on too. Don't touch my phone.
Turn
What are
it
you
off.
guys doing?
You're
This is
going-
against the law.
Give me your license.
This is against the law.
License.
This is against the law,
On
sir.
your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID. You're
And
you're in a government
you can
facility.
you can ask me for
Where's
my
your
ID and I can decline.
Where's your ID?
I'm going to decline to give you my ID. It's my right.
Oh, you are? You
It's
can't
my
be in a
right.
government facility.
Do you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime, sir?
You don't have a permit to
You
film
are.
in this
That's
building.
not a
government
crime.
facility.
Officer Caleb had the audacity to try to steal the auditor's phone, claiming he needed a permit. Watch how they justified this serious injustice.
This is a public building. Go get your supervisor, please. I'm asking for your supervisor.
I'm going to wait right here.
I'm sure your policy states that if I ask for your supervisor, you have to get me one. So can you get me a supervisor? Because you're going to make a big mistake here.
What's my mistake?
Your mistake is you're violating my rights.
I'm not violating your
And I'm
rights.
going to
You're
hold
in
you
a-
accountable.
You are in a government building.
You just grab. That doesn't matter. This is a public
You're not allowed to
building.
film.
Yes, I am. This is a public building.
Don't have a
I'm a journalist. I have freedom of
Like
press.
I said,
You want our supervisor?
Yes, I want your
Come
supervisor.
down to the police department side, and we'll bring our supervisor.
Great. Tell him not to touch me. You touched my camera.
You need to turn it off.
No, I don't.
You need a permit to film in this
No,
building.
I do not.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
do.
do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Is that a law?
No, it's town ordinance.
It's not a law.
It's a
Town
town
ordinance.
code.
It's not a law. Where's the
You want me to
code?
go get the town attorney?
Go
You
get
want-
him. I'm sure he'll educate you, ma'am. If he's
I'm
good at what
sorry.
his job, I'm sure he'll
Are you trying
educate
to
you.
insult me?
No, I'm
You
not
just
trying
said
to
I need
insult
be
you.
educated.
Yeah, because you obviously don't know freedom of press.
I issue the permits in this building and the town of Orangetown.
You obviously don't understand I have a right to freedom of press, ma'am.
Do not have the right to film in this
I
building.
do. This is a public building.
$5,000 and
This
I
is
issue a permit?
You're talking about for commercial film. Again, you need education. Go get the town attorney, please. You're talking about commercial filming, ma'am.
I'm not going to have you dismiss me like I'm some peon. Okay?
Ma'am, you've been treating me bad. You've grabbed my camera. Please get me a supervisor, sir.
So come with me to this side and we'll get a supervisor.
Please get me a
This is the
supervisor.
town hall side. Come with me to the police department side. We'll get a supervisor.
Don't touch me ever again. Please excuse me. Get out of my way. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Sorry about that.
Come on.
No, I don't trust this guy behind me. He's a
Alright, so
loose
have him
cannon.
walk in front of us then. I'll
Loose
walk with
cannon.
you. He can walk in front.
Loose cannon.
Come
Uneducated.
on.
The Karen's huge ego and bizarre attitude emerged as the auditor demanded to see the real supervisor, hoping for a more reasonable individual than these clowns.
What are you in training, man? Like, I don't understand. What's wrong with
Why is he
you?
in training? Where did he get the indication he's in
Because
training?
he doesn't understand that I have the right to film, number one. Number two, he puts his hands on my equipment, which he cannot do.
Right, but you don't have the right to film inside for no legitimate reason, which is what he was trying to explain to you. That's what we're trying to figure out.
First of
what
all,
you're
no one
filming
before.
for.
Exactly. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I'm working on a story at City Hall. I have to go see the town clerk.
Right. But you don't do that at the town clerk, though. That goes to the records department. The Freedom
No,
of Information.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about for the police
Here's
department.
this coming in, so-
I'm not talking about for the police department, sir. I'm talking
Okay.
about for the town.
Okay.
For the town. So that's why I need to see the town clerk.
Okay.
But escalating the situation like that, that's not cool. Grabbing my camera, ordering me to leave a public building. You have no authority to order me to leave a public building. I'm conducting business, constitutionally protected business, and I'm getting public services here. Just because I have a camera in my hand doesn't mean anything. I have the freedom of press. I'm an independent journalist.
Right, but
And if
would
somebody
you-
would have talked to me instead of trying to grab my phone and order me to leave a building,
Right.
they would know all of these things. That's why
Right.
de-escalation is so
And
important.
I'm sitting here talking to you.
Wow. That's crazy. That woman who works in the supervisor's office needs to be educated because she's out of control. Completely out of control. $5,000 to film inside of City Hall? You kidding me? This is our building. But do you see the mentality? You see the mentality, right, guys? The mentality is it's their building. What are you doing in my building? And this is why I do what I do and why I'm passionate about what I do. It's our building. This is we the people's building. They use it to serve us. They're public servants.
It's funny how the auditor went in there with this mentality, and the staff immediately proved his point.
Hi, sir.
Good morning.
All right, my name is Mike Boyza. I'm a sergeant here at Orangetown PD.
What was your last name, sir?
Boyza, B-O-Y-S-A.
Boyza.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You requested to speak with the supervisor?
Correct, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Officer Califf,
Okay.
completely unhinged and out of control.
Okay.
Completely.
All right.
Attempted to take my phone from me. Like, when I say attempted, grabbed my phone and I had to wrestle it out of his hands.
Okay.
Ordered me to leave a public building while I'm conducting lawful business.
Okay.
And just completely unprofessional and unaware of the freedom of press that we have in this country. I told him, no de-escalation technique allowed an employee from the supervisor's office to put a battery in his back. And like I said, immediately, I'm ordering you to leave this building right now. Didn't even ask who I was, what I was doing. No type of, prerequisite questions as to figure out what my purpose is. This is our building. This is the town building. You need a permit to film. Again, all things that a police officer, I don't know if he's new. I don't know, if he's been here for 20 years. I don't know. But the point is that a police officer should know. They should be properly trained not to put your hands on law-abiding citizens. Let me see your ID. Give me your ID. Give me your ID. I said, sir, do you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime or I'm going to commit a crime? These things concern me, sir. These behaviors by law enforcement who took an oath to uphold the Constitution really concern me, and I want to file a formal complaint against this officer.
Okay. Do you want to provide me with your ID?
I can give you my name, sure.
Okay. All right. What's your first name, sir?
My first name is Sean, S-E-A-N.
S-E-A-N. Okay. And your last name?
Reyes, R-E-Y-E-S.
You want to give me your date of birth?
No, it's
Okay.
alright.
How about a home address?
I'll give you my cell phone number
Sure,
so you
cell
can
phone
reach
number.
out. Cell phone number. I'll give you my email as well.
Sure, what's your email?
Long Island Audit at gmail.com.
The supervisor was much more calm and understanding than the previous buffoons that the auditor had to face, setting an example of how a real public servant should act.
At this point, do you want to tell me why you came to the building today?
Well, sure. I mean, it's not a secret. You know, I'm an independent journalist, just like I told anybody else who took the time to ask me.
right.
I'm an independent journalist, gathering content for a story, doing some Freedom of Information Act requests with the town clerk.
Okay.
That's it, and documenting my experience to disseminate to the public. That's all, peacefully.
Okay.
No issues. This is a public building. These are public areas of the building.
All right. So independent journalist, right?
Correct.
And you gathering information.
Correct. As far as the layout of the building, you know, public records requests. Honestly, it shouldn't matter. It's just a public building, you know. But
You know,
I understand you just want
I just asked if you
information.
wanted to provide
Sure.
information.
Sure.
Okay, I'll be back shortly.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Reyes. Okay, so what I have a couple of forms for you here.
Okay.
Civilian complaint against a police employee. So I'm going to give you a pen here. Do you have a pen on you or no?
No. You know what? I'm going to fill this out. Can you give me your email or internal affairs email and I can email it over? And I'll definitely follow back up on it.
Would you be able to bring this original back here? Could you fill it out and bring it back to the police station?
Sure. Yeah, that's not a problem. Will you notarize it and then give it back to me? Give me a copy so I have you know what I mean? Like I have a signed copy that you received it. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Can I speak to a supervisor here? Somebody in charge? Regarding a complaint. Regarding I don't know her name. She didn't give it to me, but a woman came out and was very rude. You know, I would go as far as say unhinged, you know, yelling at me, had a police officer try and take my camera from me. I have freedom of press. And no one even asked me what I was doing first. They just said, you can't film in here without a permit. Do you have $5,000? You know, just escalated the situation. I'm an independent journalist, exercising my freedom of press right. I don't need a permit, which I tried to explain to her. But again, her behavior and the way she conducted herself was completely out of line. So as a member of the public, I wanted to speak to somebody. And
Did you talk to the police?
well, she doesn't work for the police. So there's a police officer who I'm going to file a complaint against too. But she doesn't work for the police. She works for the supervisor's office. Excuse me?
Are you filming?
Yes, I am right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, I saw her jacket said supervisor's office. So that's why I'm here to try and speak with, I don't know what her name exactly was, but because she wouldn't give it to me.
After receiving papers of complaint from the higher supervisor and going to file a formal complaint, the result he would face would only prove his point further.
Hello.
Hi.
I just been advised that the police are handling it, so.
So the police are going to handle the complaint against
So
somebody.
that's all I could say. So have a good day. So the police are gonna handle it.
Okay. Well, the people will handle it. Well, you see, no accountability here, no transparency, none whatsoever. No accountability, no transparency. Go figure. So I guess we got to take it into we the people's hands and hold them accountable ourselves through redressing our grievances. Completely unacceptable her behavior, and even more unacceptable that they will not come out and own it. Completely unacceptable. They won't come out and own it and apologize for her behavior, have some accountability. Let's do our FOIL request at the town clerk's office right here. Hi, how are you, sir? Just wanted to do a Freedom of Information Act request.
Sure. Do you have the,
I don't have the form, no.
Okay.
100% unequivocal, big time fail here by both the police department and the town hall employees. First, the unidentified woman who works for the supervisor's office, completely unhinged, unprofessional. I'm just gonna say it, she was a Karen, 100%. so uneducated on the public's rights and so unwilling to learn. But that's why we do this, so that she will. And then when I try and file a complaint against her, redress my government, the supervisor's office says the police are handling it.
The auditor wished to film in peace and highlight that government organizations were not supposed to be blocked off to citizens, but only got a healthy reminder of how corrupt our departments are, especially the police officer who tried to lay his hands on him.
Bro, listen, if you're scared for your job, get a different job, brother. If you scared, if you're that big of a sissy, get a different job, brother. Get a different job.
On April 3rd, 2019, a video uploaded by the channel at News Now, South Carolina, showed their experience working at a sheriff's department in Marion County, South Carolina, when they would call out an officer for their unprofessional behavior.
We're gonna see how this goes here. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Hey, I work for a news media group. I'll be doing some coverage on the upkeep of the service cars out in the parking lot. Just want to come let y'all know that I'll be out there. Hello, how you doing? Hey, I work for a news media group. I'm self-employed. I'll be doing a cover story about the upkeep of the service cars out in the parking lot, the marked and unmarked cars. So I'll be in and out of both parking lots. Just want to come let y'all know that I'll be out there. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I mean, if you're not going to give us a name or tell us what it's for.
Well, it's just personal publication. That's all. That's all it is.
But what is it concerning? I mean, what marked versus unmarked?
We can't read your publication.
Well, once I release it, I'm sure it'll be viewable everywhere. I just haven't released the story yet, nor have I released the core of it yet. So I can't say much.
Concerning? I mean,
just public. Just that's it. It's literally just an innocent story. That's all it is. And who are you, ma'am?
My name is Rochelle Bailey. I'm the public information officer. So I really need to know what your name is.
I'd much rather not give it. I just don't want it on a simple police report for no reason at all. That's really all it is. I've been told that countless times, and I've ended up on police reports as a suspicious person for no reason.
Okay, well, I mean, then, you know, if we're not going to know what it is or who you are, then I'm not going to, you know, you're probably not going to be allowed to be out here.
Well, ma'am, I can be here. I don't have to state my name to be here. But again, I just came out here specifically for vehicles. I didn't come out here to interact with anybody. I got a time frame. Just want to get my pictures, my information, and I'm on my way. That's literally all it is.
Okay, well, how long is it going to take you to get your pictures?
However long it takes, I have no idea. And you're the public information officer here? Okay.
Yes, sir.
The journalist would face the old classic hostility by public servants to journalists and investigators, but the treatment the user faced next was nothing short of corrupt.
All right, well, I'm gonna get back to my job. Thank you for coming out, ma'am. It was a pleasure talking to you. Yeah, I'm gonna inform you.
I'm Captain Grindstaff.
Nice to meet you, partner.
Good to meet you.
Like I just explained to her, I've done nothing wrong. I'm just out here taking pictures, and I'll be on my way. She's asked me for my name. They've asked me for ID, and I've done nothing wrong. Okay. And the first thing you asked me was for my ID, and I've done nothing wrong.
Do you have warrants or anything?
Do you expect me having a warrant?
I don't know. Well, I don't understand.
So who are all of you people here? Can I have name and badge numbers?
I'm Chief Deputy Nathan Mays.
Nathan Mays.
Go in here and sit down and talk to me?
You're Andy. This is Jason. And who are you?
Smith.
Smith.
Yep. Why are you taking pictures of our cars?
Because
you're on our property.
They're public. This is public property. These are public service vehicles. Because
some of these are undercover cars.
But they're in
so
public
you know who
view.
comes and take pictures of undercover cars? Drug dealers.
Well, that's your perception.
Okay.
I can't judge you for your perception.
Well,
sir, this is public property, and if you ask me to leave public property, that is
county property,
which is public. This is tax funded. This isn't paid for through some public. Some private organization.
ID on you?
I do not. I haven't committed a crime, so
What's
you don't
your
need
name?
my. I don't want to give. I haven't committed a crime. And this isn't a stop and ID state. You have to be able to give me reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime, and you can't give me that. So I haven't committed a crime.
Okay, well, we have undercover cars.
You need to leave.
That don't need to be.
You're asked to leave this property now, so you need to leave.
What your job title is here?
I'm captain.
You're captain.
Yeah.
So as captain, you don't know that you can't tell me to leave from a public space.
I can tell you to leave.
But this is public, and I can tell you. But this is public property, sir.
Okay,
this
we
is
don't
public.
need our vehicles.
Well, this isn't about what you
Video
need.
or
This is about the
photograph,
Constitution telling me that I have the right to my First, Second, Fourth, and Fifth
Well,
Amendment.
if you're done taking video, then you can tell us why you're taking video.
I'm gonna
and
step
pictures.
this way because I don't like this officer behind me. I'm gonna step this way. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna stand this way so I can see him. That's all.
Well, I can see it.
But again,
you can tell us why you're videoing and
because the
photographing our
Constitution says I can. If you want to take that up, you go. Take that up with the four founding fathers of the country.
Okay.
The Constitution tells me I can do this,
And it's unconstitutional for you to allow him to tell me that I have to leave this public space when this is public property. That is unconstitutional, and that is against your oath. That is against your oath.
The officers gathered around the journalist trying to unsuccessfully intimidate an answer and identification out of him. But they would take this bullying a step further.
We're asking you to leave.
All I want you to do is honor your oath, sir. I'm not giving you my name. Just honor your oath. Officer, listen to me, okay? There's a gap between Americans, but there's
you to stand here and photograph our cars?
Y'all drive your cars and people can see them in public. What's the difference? If my eyes can see them, so can my camera. What's the difference? Y'all don't drive these cars on.
You're not going to produce ID, you're going to leave.
Sir, I don't have to leave because I'm not telling you my name. Tell me the statute that says if you don't identify yourself to a police officer, you have to leave.
In our parking lot.
But that's not a crime. That's not a felony nor misdemeanor. And you should know that. That's not a felony or a misdemeanor.
Okay, do you have any weapons on you?
I don't. You can
mind if I check you?
Pat me down, please,
Okay.
sir. He's going to pat me down. Go ahead. There's no weapons on me.
You're going to be on our property.
That's fine.
Okay. Don't want to give us your name. We feel in fear for our safety, so we're going to make sure you don't have any weapons.
That's fine, sir. Please search all you need. I have nothing on me other than my keys.
You don't have any weapons?
No, sir. You can check both legs. I'm literally just here to take pictures and videos, but I just don't think it's fair.
Are you done? You've been here for a few minutes. Are you done taking your pictures
I'm not.
and videos?
I would have been done if I didn't get interrupted, but what I don't agree to is that there's some few high-ranking officers here who I respect their work from you guys, but to allow him to go against his oath and tell me that I have to leave a public space, that's unconstitutional. And there's already a gap between Americans and LEOs because of this type of stuff. And for you to allow him to tell me that he can make me leave public property, that's unconstitutional. So can you please correct this officer?
Now you're talking to me.
Well, can you please correct this officer and ask him to honor his oath when dealing with law-abiding citizens?
What he's doing, okay, we're trying to protect our officers.
But your job is to protect the
What you're
public.
doing with that camera, putting that stuff wherever it's going to end up, whether it be social media or whatever.
But
is
you're a
not
public
safe for our
servant.
officers.
But you're a public
In the
servant.
McDowell County Sheriff's
You don't put that
Department.
badge on to come make sure he's safe
Do you
every day.
understand what I'm saying?
I do, but I want you to understand what I'm saying. You just allowed this officer to try to violate my rights, and you didn't say nothing about it.
I sure did not.
Yes, you did. There's 5 or 6 officers out here. Listen to this man tell me that I have to leave this public space and I can't.
Done?
No,
Are
I'm
you
not
doing
done.
what
I'm
you're
not
doing?
done. And if y'all are gonna follow and harass me,
We're not harassing you.
The mayor-
You come on our property, sir.
this is my property.
Let me explain something to you. No, this is not. This is county property.
Which is
not
public.
property. Which what I'm telling you is this, okay?
Let me hear it.
When we run a facility here, a detention facility and everything else, it's got inmates confined in here. So when somebody's up here, they're not wanting to tell us their name or what they're doing here, we get suspicious. So what I'm telling you is that you can leave this property now, or it's county-owned property, and you're going to get charged with trespassing, okay?
The officers demanded he leave and threatened to charge him with unviolated laws, revealing the same disconnect between public departments and citizens we saw in the previous case.
I'm asking you to leave now, okay?
Well, catch your question.
So, no,
I'm on my
we're
way
done.
out, but
We're done.
I'm asking
Just
you a
please
question.
leave, okay?
So you're asking me to leave. So you're not telling me that
I'm
by law
asking
I
you-
have to.
I'm asking you to please leave this property, okay?
Or you want to arrest me?
I'm telling you, there's a good chance you're going to end up getting charged with trespassing if you don't leave.
But I
okay?
haven't been put on trespassing here.
But you're being told
I'll-
now,
but-
okay? That
so
we're
I'll
because
leave.
You're
Under
acting
threat.
very suspicious
But-
to us because you don't want to tell us anything about.
But have I committed a crime?
We have got. A
I'm not
component.
inside there, sir. I'm not
We've got
inside.
well, we have an outside.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to this officer here. Okay, but I haven't crossed not one of them gates. I am outside. When the
I'm not
people of the
saying-
public
I'm-
want to come in this building, where do they park?
And people
there and here.
You got your photo. You took a photo or whatever it is. That's fine. Now we're asking that you leave, okay? Because I'm telling you, you're acting
I'm making you suspicious.
and
He
we
just
take it
checked me. I
seriously.
don't have any weapons. What can I do? I don't have a self-detonating bomb to blow everybody up. I don't have anything
Well,
on me.
listen, we're not going to sit here and argue or anything. We're just asking you to leave because we have jobs to do too.
Well, do
okay?
them. I'm not telling you not to do your job.
Well,
I have a
please-
job to
just
do.
Please leave, okay?
Are you from Marion?
Just please.
I'm gonna talk to you because he's irrational at this point. Can you please inform him that this is public? Yes, you're irrational.
He just explained to you, sir, this is county-owned property, okay?
So can you ban?
We're asking you to leave. If you don't leave, you are subject to be charged with trespassing, okay?
Can I ask what crime I've committed? That's all I want to know. How could I be trespassing when I haven't been put on trespassing here? But I haven't been put on trespassing.
Now, okay?
Where's your attorney? Can I talk? Please. Who's the chief of police here?
That'd be me, bud.
That'd be you. You're the chief of police. So as the chief of police,
You want to talk to the chief of police?
yes, I do. I do.
Okay, well,
And
you need to go to the
then
Marion Police
and then I want the mayor, because for all of you to tell me
Well,
that
that's fine. Go
that
to-
I
go
have
to
to
the police
leave this
department.
publicly owned building. If I had a business here, which I'm conducting business, I would park in this parking lot here, correct? And I am in this public area of a parking lot, and he's going to tell me that I can't be
What
here.
business are you conducting?
So now we're getting personal with it. You want to know what I'm doing? I told you, I'm taking pictures.
For what reason?
Because it's personal. I have a personal business that I run, and the First Amendment of the Constitution tells me I have the right to free press. Now, if you're going to wage war on my constitutional rights and tell me that I can't do it, please tell me that.
What?
The journalist absolutely went to town with these officers who felt threatened by his single presence and tried to infringe on his rights as a public citizen and journalist.
And I can't film.
What you're trying to start or what?
I'm not starting anything. You started this by telling me that I'll be trespassed from a publicly owned area because I'm filming.
Is
it private? Is it private? That's all I want to know. Can anybody here tell me, is this private property?
It's owned by the county.
Who pays for the county? Taxpayers. How can you tell me I can't be here?
Are you a taxpayer in this county?
Do you expect me or not to be? But this is still public. That's like telling me.
Do you live in this county?
I'm talking to this officer. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am, I wouldn't because I.
So go pay your taxes in South Carolina.
So now you're telling me that I can't be here, ma'am. I'm talking to this young man here. Please don't act like that. Taxpayers pay for this, which means that y'all have no authority to make law-abiding people leave here. You can't. But because I've been threatened with arrest and trespassing, I'm going to leave. Officer, I'm leaving. I don't want to ask any more questions. No, I'm leaving because this officer here is going to tell. Bro, listen, if you're scared for your job, get a different job, brother. If you're scared, if you're that big of a sissy, get a different job, brother. Get a different job.
Now you're making it personal.
No. He's made it personal. I'm done talking to you. I'm done talking to you, brother.
Your vehicle in this parking lot?
No, it's not. It's not. I won't. I'll do it under my time, okay?
He would be forced to oblige these incompetent cops to avoid arrest, not before letting them know how unprofessional they were, which would anger the other officer.
But thank you for making yourself like an idiot on the internet.
Now you're making it personal.
It's not personal.
Don't call my chief deputy an idiot.
No,
You understand?
No, I say he made himself look like one. I have the right to free speech. I have the right to free speech.
You ain't gonna come on this property and disrespect the law
Oh,
enforcement
but
officer. You
they can
understand
disrespect
that?
me though.
I never heard him disrespect you.
By telling me that I can't be here.
Sir, once again.
But I'm
asking you
asking
to
and
leave
again,
now.
thank you for being professional because you're the only one that I can have a dialogue with, and I respect that. But what I don't respect is these officers here telling me and intimidating me, telling me that I can't be here just because I make them suspicious. That's not a felony or misdemeanor, officer.
Have you ever worked in law enforcement?
I have law enforcement attorneys all through my family.
Now let me talk just a minute.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Go ahead.
This is a law enforcement center. You understand that?
I do.
We have narcotics officers. We have detectives. We have vehicles here that don't need to be seen by ordinary public. Do you understand that? That's a threat to their safety.
Now,
that's a threat to their safety.
I understand that.
You do understand
now,
that. So you agree with me that their video on social media is a threat to their safety? Do you agree with that?
Can I ask you a question?
Answer my question.
I do, but I don't. At the same time, because if it can be seen from public, I can film or photograph it per the Constitution. If it's in public view, I can be seen. They don't hide these parking lots and garages that I went into to film this. This is in plain view right here. I'm having a awesome dialogue. You stay right there, please. I'm talking to him. This is in public view. As me, you both can agree to that this is in public view. I didn't go behind this building here. I didn't go behind a fence. I didn't do any of that to see anything I saw. This is all in public. I can see. I can see that car there from the road.
Okay.
So
we're gone. Okay.
So
once again,
but do you get what I'm saying?
Asking you to leave.
It can be seen from public view. I can see that car from the road there. Okay. So that's like telling people when you drive by here, please don't look at our parking lot. That's bogus.
We're asking you to leave.
Trying to start whatever.
More photographs of the vehicles, please. You've got all you need, okay?
Actually, I don't because y'all interrupted me. I actually have 2 more cars I got to do, and then I'll be gone. I'll be gone. I have 2 more vehicles, and I'll be gone.
We're asking you to leave now. Okay?
You know what? For the fear of my safety, I will leave. But I want y'all to know that y'all have to be informed on public photography because this is unacceptable. Okay. This is completely unacceptable. And to back up your chief to act like a complete... please do, because you're going to hear from mine.
He made a strong case against the officers, exposing their absurd claim that no one could even enter the parking lot. Here's what he said once the threat of arrest was gone.
Cleveland County isn't the only county in North Carolina that's complete dumb idiots about the law. They're not the only ones. You're gonna find us out today. Today I was in Marion County. I'm at the McDowell Sheriff's Department, and they are completely uneducated. And I challenged one of them extremely hard about his oath and his commitment to the Constitution. And he kind of wanted to pull me away and talk to me because he was so taken away by the fact that I knew what the hell I was talking about that he just couldn't correct the other officer and the group of other officers. And you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. But I found out today that I changed my approach. I was peaceful. I even informed them that I was there and what I was doing. And this particular department doesn't want to bridge the gap. They only want war. That's all they want. That's all they care about. And they feel like they have the upper hand in it because the government is going to back it up. But I found out today that Marion County wants war. And it's sad, man. It's sad because my heart goes out to that county that they deal with this type of corruption. But
that brings to the end of today's cases. Please consider showing your support by liking this video and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.